All right, here's Premier
They
Doug
sent it
Ford
over,
going
so I
into the
wanna
meeting.
thank
He's got a new
Liam
hat. Let's
Emma,
listen and
but
watch.
this is an example of how we need to unite, and we cannot let President Trump divide us. He'll be being sworn in a week, and then he's going to lay the tariffs on Canada. He's going to try to devastate our country. He's going to try to divide our country, and we cannot have division in our country. I understand that all around the country, everyone has their concerns, their jurisdictions from coast to coast to coast. But there's one thing that's more important than jurisdictions, is standing up for the country. Country comes first over anything, and we're going to continue to fight against these tariffs, and we're going to use every tool in our toolbox to make sure that happens. Hold on.
Already somewhat divided. There are premiers here today who've said nothing should be off the table. Others who don't want energy or hydro or oil or gas or critical minerals on the table. You guys can't even do a joint news conference at the end of the day. So aren't you already divided?
I totally disagree with that. I understand different jurisdictions around the country have their concerns. I understand that. But nothing is more important than standing united. Nothing's more important than keeping every tool in our toolbox, no matter if it's energy or other commodities, high-grade nickel from Ontario, grade aluminum from Quebec, potash from Saskatchewan, and these are the tools that we have. You don't negotiate through weakness, you negotiate through strength. And these are the tools that we need to move forward and make sure that we have tough retaliatory tariffs to defend the country. I'm sorry?
Should we have tariffs on Tesla cars, for example, because we know Elon Musk is a close associate with Mr. Trump?
We will discuss that as we sit down with all the premiers and we sit down with the Prime Minister. I want to thank the Prime Minister for putting this meeting together, but I can tell you one thing, nothing's more important than the country. And when we're defending the country, we don't roll over. You're in a card game, you don't show your opposition your cards. If you have some aces, you hold on to those aces. But it's all part of negotiation tactics that President Trump wants to devastate Canada. He wants to devastate Canada through economic sanctions and tariffs. That's unacceptable. And I can tell President Trump that every American I speak to, and I speak to endless Americans, don't agree, no matter if they're Republican or Democrat. We can build a strong AMCAN fortress, as I've always been saying, be the strongest, the wealthiest, and the safest countries in the world. But we need to work together. We can't be attacking each other.
What's your worst case scenario?
One more question. Hold on, 1 second, go ahead.
Premier, with Danielle Smith, you're saying you don't show your cards. Danielle Smith has said to Canada and the world, you cut off oil, it's going to affect Canada's national unity. It's not on the table. Are you saying, Premier, that that was a bad negotiating tactic for Canada?
Well, we're going to discuss that. I've negotiated a lot of deals through the private sector and the public sector. I think everyone here and everyone across the country, you don't show your hand in the middle of a poker game to the opposition. That's what I'm saying. Everyone I respect, be it Premier Smith or any other premiers with their opinion, that's why we're coming together. But I can tell you one thing, you have to hold on to the tools that you have and make sure that they understand when they attack our country, when they attack our people, when they attack the jobs of the hardworking Canadians, you can't sit back and say, keep attacking. You have to hit back with every single tool we have in our toolbox. And that's the message to the premiers today. They may agree, they may disagree, but I can tell you one thing, there's nothing more important than our country and protecting jobs right across the country. Thank you.
The provinces are not united.
Thank you.
Thank you.